Week at a Glance by Vishal Pidaka.
Australia to take part in Malabar Naval Exercise. The Ministry of Defence of India has announced that Australia will participate in the Malabar 2020 Naval Exercise consisting of India, Japan and the US. India setting up a robust vaccine delivery system. Prime Minister. Speaking at the launch of the Grand Challenges annual meeting, the Indian Prime Minister highlighted India's adoption of a flexible lockdown approach which has helped it to keep death rates from COVID-19 relatively low. Adapt to the changing nature of jobs. Prime Minister. The Indian Prime Minister, while delivering the University of Mysore's centenary convocation address, has called upon the youth to be flexible and adaptable to the changing nature of jobs. The Prime Minister emphasized the importance of skilling, reskilling and upskilling in the modern world. China opposes India-Taiwan trade ties. China has asked India to approach ties with Taiwan prudently and properly. China has asserted that it would firmly oppose any official exchanges between India and Taiwan. Feluda test to be available by October 31st. Feluda, the coronavirus detection test developed by CSIR, will be available by October 31st.
Punjab formally rejects farm laws. Punjab became the first state to formally reject the centre's 3 agricultural sector laws, with its assembly unanimously passing 3 bills to negate the union legislation.
India-Germany flights resume after 3 weeks. After a 3-week impasse between India and Germany that led to the suspension of flights between the two countries, the Government of India has announced the resumption of services. Air pollution now biggest health risk in India, says report. According to the State of Global Air 2020, air pollution is the largest risk factor for death among all health risks in India. US to nix business visas for H-1B specialty jobs. The US State Department has proposed not to issue temporary business visas for H-1B specialty occupations, which allowed several companies to send tech professionals for a short stay to complete jobs on site. Sri Lankan Parliament passes 20th Amendment. The controversial 20th Amendment to Sri Lankan Constitution has been passed in Parliament with 2/3 majority. CPCB flags unsafe disposal of carcasses. The Central Pollution Control Board (CPCB) has issued guidelines for the incineration of dead cattle and livestock. Centre slaps stock limits as onion prices shoot up. With onion prices crossing ₹100 per kg in several cities, the centre imposed stock limits on wholesalers and retailers until the year end to prevent hoarding. Centre borrows 6,000 crore for GST compensation. The centre has kicked off its borrowing plan to meet the GST compensation shortfalls faced by states by borrowing and transferring 6,000 crore to 16 states as well as the Union Territories of Delhi and Jammu and Kashmir. India to chair key ILO forum after 35 years. The Labour Ministry has said that India has assumed the role of chair of the International Labour Organization's governing body from October 2020 till June 2021. India is taking up the role after a gap of 35 years. COVID-19 spurring digital adoption. The ongoing COVID-19 pandemic has compelled companies to embrace technology and systems that have accelerated the pace of digital transformation worldwide. The pandemic had spurred firms to reimagine their businesses with work from home based on information and communication technology becoming the norm in businesses where it is viable. This has virtualized travel, interaction, collaboration, and communication.